I'm gonna try to follow you. Shut it in. I need some beat. I love it. Listen, show me how to dance. Show your big sister how to dance.
This is my dance at school.
Woo! I love it. Listen, you guys. We are live, and this is Pat Boy with Pat Boy Beauty and Bling, and I'm excited because we have Lisa Hollingsworth Brown back again. Oh my goodness! Look, we talked a few minutes before the show. I can't even look. It's so much. It's so much. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking, but I have one thing to say before we get started. We're celebrating, Lisa. We're celebrating 12 weeks of Pat Boy Beauty and Bling.
Yay! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations. What a fantastic way to use your platform and your voice.
Thank you, Lisa. And it's all about really just showcasing greatness, showcasing the beauty experts, entrepreneurs, empowering them to showcase and talk about what they've done. And it's amazing. So we're going to celebrate this whole week. But listen, we got to get started with this show. Okay. You guys, we have Lisa Hollingsworth Brown here again today. And oh my God, it's so much. So we got to get started. Lisa.
Yes.
We left off last week in, where were we at? Were you still in Seattle?
I think we left off my story in Seattle.
Yes. So let's talk about it. So you decided, you said you decided to leave Seattle and come back home and what?
Regroup. It was time to regroup, refocus, and it was time to start my life over again. I had gotten a divorce. I had 2 children. So now I'm a single mom, and I'm having to come back home and just regroup.
Wow.
And I mean, for a lot of the listeners out there, you guys have been in my shoes where you're just going, you know what? Everything is falling apart. You know what? I need my mom. I need some people who love me. Regardless, I need to be around my family. So my little sister was at home, my younger sister. So I went back home and I was in the comfort and company of those that love me.
Yes.
Was what I needed to just kind of refocus and come up with a better plan.
Okay. And so during that time, you with your family who loves you, supports you, and our word probably, look, you're great. You can do whatever you decide to do. Let's just regroup and get moving. So it's a blessing to have family like that. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing, but I'm just going to tell the truth. I come from your average African-American family from Gary, Indiana. That is actually not what they said. What they said was, we told you. You ain't had no business out there.
Okay,
Mom. Gonna love on you anyway. So I got a little bit of I told you so, but I got a whole lot of come on anyway.
Oh, it's so beautiful because you know what? Listen, the moms, I'm gonna say our moms, they know what's best and they can see it. They can see it before we can see it. But sometimes it's just the journey you have to take. It's a cross you have to bear for your greatness, for you to get better.
Exactly.
So you came back and they said, I told you
so. Exactly. They did.
Get
it together.
And then what did you decide?
So at that point, I had become a Christian and I had gotten saved during the process of my divorce. I didn't grow up in the church, but I found Jesus. I was 25 years old and pregnant when I found Jesus. And so I was really going on that journey, that spiritual journey. So I came and I joined a local church there. I joined Christ Baptist here in Miller. And that's where I met my now husband, 25 years. So, I met him, yep, Derek. And we ended up, we probably met 2 or 3 months after I got maybe in town. So I
Okay.
had just gotten in town, maybe 2, 3 months, was just getting everything restarted. And Derek and I met, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. So would you say that you getting connected with Christ, with the Savior, is who really saved you?
Yeah, that was the turning point in my life. And so, even though the first marriage didn't work and it didn't work out the way that, I thought it would, of course, it was actually that divorce that drove me to the altar. It drove me to Christ. Because
Yes.
before that, you think you don't need them. You think you got it figured out. I had a skill set. I was articulate. I knew how to use my hands. So I really never even thought about being a Christian or whatever. But during that time, I had met somebody who was my client, and actually she was witnessing to me every week when she came to get her hair done.
Wow.
And she actually won me to Christ. I actually, after a year of her witnessing to me, I went to church with her.
Okay.
And I finally went to church with her, and I actually got saved. Like the first service that I went, it took her a year to get me to go to church. And the first service there, I gave my life to Christ.
Wow.
So, and yes, that was the turning point for me.
That was the turning point. And so, Lisa, now, reading your bio and just talking with you, you have shared with me how you have been ordained. Let's talk a little bit about that, because people don't realize that without God, look, it's not possible. But
Yeah.
once you come to Christ and have the favor, and we want to talk about that favor, that name, it just changes your life. So you got closer to Christ, and then you became, of course, probably a minister. Were you?
Yeah, so I joined my uncle started a church called Catch the Fire Christian Fellowship. It was in Hammond, Indiana.
Mhm.
And I joined that church. And first I was with Christ Baptist, and then when he opened his church, a lot of the family joined that church, and we helped to build that ministry. That
Okay.
all being said, I ended up going through the process of ordination under his leadership.
Okay.
And so I was first licensed and ordained in in Hammond, Indiana at Christ Baptist
Hmm.
under Reverend Dr. Danny Crosley. Then when I moved to New York with my husband's job, I was ordained again under Pastor Jesse Voigt Bottoms and in New York. And then when I moved to um, Alabama, I was ordained again.
Oh, so look, favor. See, look, when you serve the master, when you serve God, he's gonna make sure you're taken care of. And that's why you have been so blessed, and every step you take, it's explosive, because you know who's number one in your life. And you
Yes.
have served. You have served.
Yes.
Yes. So we give all praises to him
Yes.
first. And then, okay, so from New York, you guys moved to New York. Tell me about your experience in the hair industry.
Well, the experience in the hair industry was very nice in New York. That's a hair mecca. But honestly, I was a family woman at that time. So I had children, and my husband had a very demanding career with Pepsi. And so, although I got a really, really great opportunity in New York at a really great hair salon, I ended up walking away from that opportunity because of the commute, and I ended up working at J.C. Penney Salon in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Okay.
And J.C. Penney was a great company that had a lot of flexibility for me to have the kind of schedule I needed, take care of my children, be a beauty professional, and also support my husband, so that we weren't scrambling looking for babysitters. So
Okay.
during that time, I actually opened a before and after school program from my home. That's not in my bio.
I love it.
I charged $10 a kid. I could take 6 kids. I was licensed by the state of New York, and you could drop your kids off in the morning, and I would feed them breakfast with my kids. And then they would get on the bus together. You could drop them off. The bus would drop them back off at my house. I would get paid to give them their afternoon snack, and you had to get them by 6 o'clock.
Wow.
I thought it was a great way for me to meet people,
Yes.
for my kids to get some friends.
Right.
And in the middle of the day, I did hair.
Wow. And I'm a true entrepreneur.
True entrepreneur.
A true entrepreneur. Listen, no matter what, you found a way to support and be a blessing to the family.
Yes.
No matter what. I love it. Because, a lot of times people move and they get stuck. They don't know what to do. They just sit and then get, kind of lost in that and then go back. But
no, I was the neighborhood hairstylist. Wow. I was the resident PTA mom. So I did all of that good stuff. And I would do, at that time, I was really into doing wigs and extensions for people. So that I only had to do like one client in a day.
Yeah.
And so my husband set me up a beauty shop in our home. So I worked for JCPenney. I worked in my home. I watched your kids. I did it all.
Entrepreneur spirit, this is what we do. We create. Yes. But God gave us the ability to create, and you use your gifts and talents and your creativity to just be blessed. So then what happened? So you guys were in New York for a while. You did all those great things. And I do want to say, JCPenney's, they're a beautiful model, a place to go to learn structure. I have some stylists that were in my salon, and they eventually moved and they went and worked for JCPenney's, and they're very structured, and it was a blessing to them. So
it was a blessing.
Yeah.
I was able to get super cheap clothes, and we had a big family, 4 children. And so we got super cheap clothes because they would sell them to the employees first. We were able to get housewares and all of that stuff. We can even get tires for the car at a huge discount, as well as I was able to get educated doing hair and do hair.
Wow. Just a blessing. Your journey is just fabulous. It's fabulous. Okay. Now let's take the turn. When did your destiny happen? When did that happen?
I will say that I really kind of walked into my purpose where I had the confidence and knew that I had heard from the Lord when I got here in Alabama, because so many things were happening in sequence, and so many of the things that I had prayed about and so many of the desires of my heart were coming to fruition. So I really did feel like Alabama was that blessing ground.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw things start to manifest here that I had been prayed for them in Indiana, prayed for them in New York, but some of it didn't happen until I got here to Alabama.
Wow. So look, you guys, we have got to start this journey in Alabama because, oh my God, when you tell the audience about how you started, most people think, oh, you got to have this, that, and it's got to be perfect, and it's got to be this. You just have to start.
You just have to start. You said a mouthful there. We started in Alabama, and what ended up happening, we came here. My husband went back brought the family here, and he went back to get our belongings.
Okay.
Of that nature in New York. So he came and he dropped us off, kind of set us up in an apartment, and then he went back to pack up everything and get it, transported here. During that time, I made a call to a salon and asked to get my brows waxed because I needed to go out and interview for a job. When I walked in, the manager, and she happened to be a Caucasian lady, she checked me in and she said, I'm looking at your driver's license when I went to pay for my service. She said, you're from New York? I said, I'm not from New York. I just moved here from New York.
Okay.
She said, your brows look beautiful. Are you in? She said, you're really pretty. Are you in the beauty industry? This was just that random. I said, actually, I am. I'm getting my brows done because I'm got to go look for a job. She said, we had a conversation. She ended up knowing the places that I had worked in New York. She said, I tell you what, Lisa, if you can cut my hair tomorrow and color it, she said, you have a job.
What?
That's how I got my first job here.
You went to get your brows
I
done.
just went and got I had my brows done. I was paying. I was walking out. And
Wow.
she said, you're beautiful. And I
Oh,
said, well, thank you. And I ended up cutting and coloring her hair. She loved it. I said, I don't have a babysitter. We just got here. She said, bring them. I brought my children. I threatened their life. No, I'm just kidding.
what'd you say? You better be on your best behavior.
On your best behavior. But they already know how I roll. So my kids were very much in tune with working with how their mother does things. And so they sat, I cut her hair, I colored her hair. They were there 4 hours. They did great. And I got the job. And I started the next day after that. I had to go actually to Target and buy some clothes. Here.
Because you guys had just gotten to Alabama.
Yes.
Look at God. Okay. So
Yep.
you started work there.
Mhm.
And how long did you work at that salon?
About 7 years. So between that salon and the Aveda Institute, that was my career path when I got here. I got here in 2003, and I didn't open Salon Lisa Brown till 2011. 2010 in my basement. So I had 7 years of working between 4 people.
Right, which is good because a lot of times cosmetologists, they finish school and they think that they're ready to start, with a salon, right out the door. I suggest you go and work under someone, a mentor. Let somebody mentor you, shadow, learn more about the beauty industry, and then launch yourself. So you were like you had already done what, about 17 years in the business?
Yeah. I had, by the time I came to Alabama, because I got licensed in 1989.
Okay.
Well, yeah, 1988 actually. I've been licensed since 1988. I've been studying cosmetology since 1985 at the Gary Career Center.
Right. Oh, can I put your picture out there? I'll put that picture out there. You said, I love it. Right from GI, Gary Career Center, the start of this movement. Okay, and so you started working there. You decided some years later it's time to launch Lisa Brown.
Yes.
But let's talk about your experience at your home.
Okay.
How you started in Alabama in your basement.
In my basement. So we started Salon Lisa Brown LLC, Brown Beauty Barber School, all of that. It was incubated in my basement. My husband created a salon. He and I created a salon space of 400 square feet in our basement. And I had it licensed by the state of Alabama, did everything decent and in order, went around to my neighbors, got permission to have a business in my home, had them sign off so that I had no issues. And we started Salon Lisa Brown. And during that year that I had it in the basement, that was the time that I was praying about what was next. Was I going to do this, that, and the third? As an entrepreneur, for all of you entrepreneurs out there, you are flooded with ideas.
Yes.
You are flooded with ideas. It doesn't make you strange. That's the nature of the beast.
Yes.
You have to decide which ones you're going to pursue because we can't pursue them all at the same time.
Correct.
Right? And my husband has been really good for that. For me, he gives me really good footing and I'm able to, bounce things off him, and he's able to say, well, how are you going to do this? Well, how are you going to fund it? How are you going to continue to, create streams of income around that? And so he actually gives me that balance where, I can get kind of, I can get up there. And so having that partner to actually challenge me and make me have to think all the way through it is what it takes. So I do think that, don't despise small beginnings.
Yes.
Because this whole, everything you guys see here in these 42,000 square feet, because we own a commercial block of real estate here downtown Baltimore. Yes, we bought the block, baby.
I love it. Listen, I cannot wait to come there. I'm coming in August. I promise you. I'm coming in August. I have got to see this fabulousness, what you're doing, and all this greatness.
Yes.
So listen. So you bought the okay. So let's go back. So you were in the basement.
Yes.
You prayed because you know that you need to get some guidance, direction. You and your husband got together. You kind of planned out some things, and then you said it's time to come out. What was the deciding factor?
I don't like to work alone. So it was about what really drives me. I feed off of other artists. I love the community and the camaraderie of working together. So that ended up being my deciding factor. And I moved out of my basement, 400 square feet. And then we moved into my first space, which was a 4-chair salon. It was about 900 square feet.
Okay. Awesome. And so I love this, Lisa, about you. You know, you remind me of me so much because look, I know that times have changed and they have these salon suites, but do I really like the salon suite? I don't. I like the.
I don't.
You don't either? Mm-hmm. I think that the stylists can learn so much. They can feed off of each other. Shadow is so much wealth in that community to me.
Yes.
In that is so much wealth. A lot of times, the stylists want to, work by themselves, but two are better than one.
I just feel like they don't understand that they're stunting their own growth. Yes. There's nothing that's happening in the salon suite that forces them to challenge themselves to grow. They can get into a bubble. They can get on cruise control. There is a time and a place for a salon suite in the life of a stylist, but I don't think it's at the beginning of their career.
Not at the beginning. I think that salon suite is great when you're a specialist after you have experienced some time in a salon. I'm just saying.
I do too. I agree.
Yes. Like, you know what? This is a sidebar.
Oh, it froze. In the name of Jesus.
Yes, in the name of Jesus. We are back. Yes. Listen, guys, don't go anywhere. Just stay on. We're not having this situation anymore, but I got to say this. So you sent me a picture of you with your shades on. Fabulous picture. Beautiful. Fabulous. And so, I was thinking, I said, I got a picture I took about 3 years ago. I searched high and low for that picture. I said, I'm putting that picture out there because look, we so connected. It is unbelievable, but I love it.
I love that picture. That double picture you put out with the shades. I think mine is like 3 years old too.
Really?
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, oh my goodness. So you started the salon, right?
Yes.
I love that it probably was just in you to help other people. What transitioned you from a salon owner to a school owner?
So that was again, my family, my husband, my mother, my grandmother, my younger sister Stephanie, all of them just saying, you're such a great teacher. Like when we listen to you explain things, like you really know how to break them down. Why don't you start a school? And my grandmother was like, rest her soul, she was like, you're giving away all this information for free. The same reason why I started my 501c3 is the same reason why I started a school, is because it gives you a structured way to give information and not have to give everything free. And my grandmother, a woman of faith, she had to help me to understand that it wasn't free to you to get all of this information. You don't have to give it all away free and then say, well, Jesus told you to.
Right, because he said your gift will make room for you.
He said your gift will make room for you. And, it can be my financial blessing as well. There's not a conflict there. So she said, you give some away, you get paid for some.
Yes.
Time my mother, Kathy, and my grandma Lucille, Just with my cloud of witnesses, the people who I listened to, they were really encouraging me that
Listen,
I could do it. And so I said, I'm going to do it. All of y'all finna be in my class because I need some students.
I love it. Listen, I went on your page and I scrolled down. I said, oh my God, I love it. Your mom works, does she work with you now?
Well, she lives in Indiana, so she's actually my online teacher. When we teach online classes, she can pop in. She's an instructor trainee. She's almost done with her full license as an instructor.
Yes.
So she came out of retirement and became a cosmetologist in my school. And then she went forward during the pandemic and finished her instructor training in my school.
Are you
Mhm.
serious?
So
So
I
you're
told her, yes, you gotta work though, Ma.
listen, I hired my mother. Listen, I gotta tell you this story. I hired my mother to be my receptionist years ago. And my mother, she used to keep kids. She had a lot of streams. I think I get that from her, all these streams of income, right? And my mother, the phone kept getting on her nerve. Like, she didn't want to hear the phone ring. I'm like, Mom, this is my money. So guess what? I'm gonna retire you early, lady. But listen, I love it. So wait, your mom went to school, got her cosmetology license,
Yes.
her instructor's
And
license.
she was over 65. She entered my school, she was about 66 or 67.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And so she now is the student instructor trainee for the
Online. For my virtual platform.
I love it. And then and then your daughters, is it both of them?
Yes. Well, actually, I have 3 daughters. I have 2 daughters, Piper and China, and then I have my stepdaughter, De'Erica, and they all 3 graduated from my school, and they all 3 are licensed in hair and makeup, and they're all instructors.
Chelsea, do you hear? I love it.
And
Listen,
this is a big one. My husband had to go to my school, and I said, "You got to drink the Kool-Aid too."
you mean to tell me the whole entire family?
He's a licensed cosmetologist.
Do you see this? Now that's God.
Yes,
That's
that's
God.
God. That's
The
God.
whole family connected to the business, walking in purpose, changing lives. Look, because really, you guys, I see instructors and school owners. The whole thing is that you change lives. You give people hope. You help develop them. It's amazing. I love it.
Just they need to understand that for the entrepreneurs who are watching, your ideas matter. You matter. Your time here, one person can and does make a difference to the glory of God.
Yes.
So you have got to take yourself serious.
Yes.
We just don't take ourselves serious enough, and we see other people doing it, and we say, "Dang, well, that could be you too."
You know what? When I first talked to you, I forget what we were talking about, but you told me that you tell your students that they are just like you.
Yeah, I'm them. They're me.
When you put your pants on one leg at a time,
that's how I get them on.
That's how you get them on. So we're the same. So you too can have just what I have if you stay focused and determined and take action.
And get your credit score up. I tell them that too.
Because you need that for your financial.
Yes.
Yes. I love that. Look at you, Lisa. Lisa, you're amazing. So look, let's talk about now. You just brought in that you have a non-for-profit organization.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. I'm looking at the door. I saw somebody come in, but it's next door. I'm so sorry. So you have a non-for-profit. Tell us about that.
It is called Be Good to Yourself.
Okay, be good to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. So tell us about what Be Good to Yourself is about.
So that's me on the cover in my ordination dress.
Wow.
Or to get ordained.
Beautiful.
And so It is a life makeover ministry, and so we really focus on, helping women specifically to rebuild their lives. But during the pandemic, we shifted and we even have some services for men. So we have Kathy's Closet, which my mother's name is Kathy, and it's named after her. And what that is we do our prom dress giveaway through there. We do ready to work apparel for women in transition. We have Linda's Library. That's my husband's mom. And that right there is resume building, goal setting, life planning, trying to get those resources.
Listen, I have to stop you.
On and on.
Listen, I have to stop you. Listen, I have to tell you, look, I have a non-for-profit organization. It's called True Destiny.
Okay.
Our thing, what we do is reach out to the women that are displaced, help them with their wardrobe, help them with their resume, help them find their gifts and talents, lead them into that, you know.
We do beauty industry scholarships. We do a lot of scholarships here through Be Good to Yourself, where your tuition and your kit, different things are paid for, different components. They have to write an essay and do an application, all different kinds of things. And so that right there, I did my book first, Be Good to Yourself, A Journey in Forgiveness, because that's really what my life is about. And even us, as we share a father together, but he and I were never in relationship, and I had to forgive that. And so starting from that all the way to whatever else, you can't allow that bitterness to take root.
Yes.
If you let that bitterness take root, then you're missing your blessing.
Yes.
Right. So that's what this book is about. And even today being April 11th, my older brother, his name was Charles Mans. We called him Chucky. He was killed when he was 17 years old in a car accident. And April 11th is his birthday. So the fact that I'm able to honor his life and celebrate him, talk to my family about him. There's posts on Facebook, but for me to be able to still be here and him, the people who love him, his life mattered.
Yes.
Mattered. And so and today being his birthday, I was so excited that I got a chance to, share some time with you, but also remember and reflect on him as well.
Yes.
I was telling my mom earlier, I was like, the fact that he died so abruptly let me know that you can die young. So my life changed. I started making different decisions from the age of 15 till now because I knew that tomorrow's not promised.
Right.
I knew. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what the book is about. I talk about Chucky in the book. I talk about how I had to forgive God. Like I was really mad at God. Like, why did my big brother have to get taken? Right. So from having to forgive God to having to forgive Clem to even having to forgive Lisa for the dumb decisions I made in my life, all of that is what Be Good to Yourself, a journey. Wow. It's a journey. I'm still forgiven.
Yes, I need that book. I'm going to purchase it. Where can we purchase the book at?
So you can go to authorhouse.com. You can buy it right from my publisher, or you can buy it on Amazon. Awesome. If you get it, I think if you get it from Author House, it's cheaper than on Amazon.
Okay, I love it. Look at you.
You can buy them from me. You can tell me you want one, I'll ship you one.
Yes, you know what? No, I'm gonna. How much are they? Because how much are they?
For me, they're $10. And all of the proceeds goes to Be Good to Yourself Life Makeover Ministry to fund it. If you get them on Amazon, I think they're $15.
I'm gonna buy a case of them and give them out. Yes, because look, we have to support each other. And look, I need that book myself.
Yep.
I need that book myself because look, even though it's only the God in us that helps us to forgive.
Yep.
And every day there's an opportunity. There's gonna be an opportunity to forgive. And we just have to stay focused and know that our blessings are really from us forgiving,
Yeah.
releasing and showing love. I love it, Lisa. Lisa, who are you?
Blessed are the peacemakers. Because we gonna inherit the
We're
earth.
gonna inherit it.
We ain't
Yes.
gonna work for a baby that he's gonna put up for us. All right, I'm sitting in the city block. I'm sitting in the city block. So what I don't, that's mine. Put my key in it. So what I don't have time for is
It's
the
that.
foolishness of unforgiveness. No, ma'am. I'm gonna forgive
Lisa,
you. I'm
you
gonna
better
forgive
preach. You better preach, girl. You better preach.
you. Yeah.
Listen, Lisa, my producer saying our time is up. We gotta take a few more minutes. Chelsea, can we have more minutes?
Chelsea said it's over with. It's over with.
No. We gotta take Lisa, I need 10 more minutes. Please,
Okay.
please. Listen. Okay, so look, Chelsea's saying, can we see the students? And I'm saying,
Yes.
wait.
Oh,
And I'm saying, let's talk about the products.
okay.
Okay, we talked about the book. We talked about the non-for-profit, the school. We haven't even gotten to your school model. Look, I put out there that I took a picture of you guys, and the school is packed on Mondays.
Yes.
Nobody's school is packed on Mondays. Nobody's.
This one, they need to come to Brown. Reason why? They need to choose Brown.
Lisa, don't make me, girl. Don't make me come down. No, I'm kidding.
I'm serious. One of the reasons is the way that we manage the students. So they get points for, we really reward good behavior as opposed to focus so much on the bad behavior. So we have programs in place and systems in place where they get rewarded for good behavior. And I call it training professional behavior. So they're in training. So one reason why we have a big turnout on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is because we're here. We're here. They already know Miss Lisa starting on time, and I'm calling you out. I'm called the call out coach. I will call you out. In love, the truth in love.
I love it. So look, Lisa. Oh my God, so much is going in my head. It's going through my mind about you. Because I do have to ask you this question, but I'm gonna ask you at the end of the show.
Okay.
But okay, so you open on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays.
Mhm.
Why? You told me the reason why you did it. Listen, y'all need to hear this.
So we're a 3-day lifestyle friendly school, and we really believe in work-life balance. That's one. But I also did not want to undercut the beauty professionals. So I don't want a school open doing discounted services with great instructors and compete with people who do this for a living. So we're not open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which are the busiest days for hairstylists. So I didn't want to be open those days. People have tried to get me to be open those days. And my answer is no. We do a longer program, which means that some students won't enroll here because my program is a couple months longer because we only do 3 days.
But they're missing out.
And it also gives my students the opportunity to come to you and be an assistant on your busy days.
Do you guys hear that? I have never heard of a cosmetology school, barber school open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for school training and then releasing them because most of them don't want their students in the salon. But part of the curriculum is that they go and experience it.
Yeah, they're required here to do an externship of 1 month. And so I have partner salons and partner shops where they can go and I can say, hey, I'm sending you 2 students. They're free assistants and they can be with you for a month for free.
I love it. Lisa's business
support. A support for the beauty professional.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So you open early through the week so that you don't compete against the professional salon owners and stylists.
Exactly.
So that, listen, but look, that's God. That's the heart of God. Listen, that's all that is. You're saying, I'm going to decrease
Mhm.
so that they will increase. Because really, ultimately, they're increasing. They're
Yeah.
getting knowledge and experience. I love it.
And we do hair here, but our curriculum is education driven. It's not client driven because I can teach them all kinds of techniques on each other and on mannequins, right? They do get client work, but it's not like everything is just focused on the student salon.
Because you are training for them to succeed. That's
Right. And we need time. We need time. And I can't be cut off trying to teach them something because they have a client and things of that nature. So we control the amount of clients that we do here intentionally, so that we have enough time in a 3-day program to teach them what they need to know.
I love it.
Which reduces our income because a lot of schools make their money on their student salon. We don't make our money on the student salon. We make our money on tuition. Mm-hmm.
And then you send out professionals.
In a short period of time, they know a lot because they spend a lot of time, learning.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So look, Lisa, let's go into the school. Let's go into the classes. So you say you have, how large of a space do you have?
I think you had talked about our product line.
Yes. Oh, yes. Let's not forget that.
Let me take off my.
Let's talk about the product line. What made you start the
background? None. Okay.
Can you see me, Lisa?
I can. I was taking off my virtual background.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this product line. What made you start it and what is it?
It is a family of about 5 products, and I started it because we're the texture specialists here. So we specialize in all textures of hair, and there's not a product line really that addresses all textures. And then even for me, I wear my hair in different textures, and I didn't want to always be changing product lines for when I want to change my texture. So the tagline with that is, change your texture, but don't change your sexy, because it's called Soft Sexy Smooth.
Okay. I love it,
Lisa. Okay, so let me see. We'll go in here. Some of them are on lunch. So the makeup heads are back. They want to see the makeup heads again, y'all.
Yes, let's see the makeup.
Period. It's the makeup. Say hey, you guys are on TV.
How you guys doing?
We have a student here from Gary, Indiana.
Who?
Originally, and she's the student of the month.
I love that you have the student of the month. Tell me about that.
Say hey, G.I.
What's her name?
Teresa.
What's her last name?
Herman.
Okay, you're from Gary?
Yes, ma'am.
What school did you go to? High school?
I didn't go to high school there. I went to Lighthouse, though.
Yeah, Lighthouse. Yes, I did some training at Lighthouse. Wow, that's amazing. What made you choose brown? I'm just asking.
Give a good
answer.
I heard a lot of good things about brown, so that's why I came here. And a lot of people had a good experience here.
Awesome. Look at you, Lisa.
We have the twins here. We call y'all. Get on in here. Get on in here. Wait. Say hey.
Hi, twins.
They're not, but they're twins.
I love that brand. I love that color. Oh my goodness.
So, do y'all want to tell them why y'all chose brown? Give a good answer. Give a good answer. Why did you choose brown? Oh.
I mean, honestly, I heard good things too.
Wow.
So,
Well deserved. That is awesome.
Get on TV. Y'all said y'all want to be famous.
You know what, Lisa? That says a lot about your school because people think that your reputation does not precede you, but it does.
Montrese, why did you choose brown?
because I think they were the only ones excelling in hair right now. Nobody's touching them right now.
Wow, look at you, Lisa. love it.
I like your outfit and your hair.
Oh, thank you.
She liked your outfit and your hair.
I'll tell her I said thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, so
Go in and see the barbers.
we're going to see the barbers. Okay.
It's live right now, but I'll tell you guys how you guys can see it.
I love it. And
All
so,
right.
about how many students come in, are there about?
Why'd you choose brown?
I choose brown because I was looking for a certain set of skills that I needed. And after looking around a bunch of other schools, they weren't offering what I wanted at the time. And as soon as I came in and met Miss Lisa and seen her vision and seen what she was about, I said, yeah, I got to go to school. And ever since then, my clientele went up. My shit game is on point. All is good. So
Yeah.
I'm good.
Lisa, you are doing great things. That's why I say greatness. I say greatness has come to the show because you are changing lives. And look, you're sought after. You're sought after. That's amazing. That's amazing.
So they're on lunch, so I don't have all of them that were in here earlier. But this is them kind of resetting from lunch.
Okay. That's okay.
That's how you even have a food truck out here.
Oh, they're out there at the food truck. Is it your food truck?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Lisa, that's what I want to get to. I gotta have you back, but I gotta ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You have such a great business model. You are so well known out there, and people are looking to start your school. They want to start the school and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought about creating a program for those stylists who want to start a school?
Yes.
Have you thought about it? Because when I listen to your business model, it's like, where did she get all these great ideas from? How did you come up with the way you run things? I know you've been through some training, through some companies or whatever, but a lot of this stuff I already know was probably already in you.
Yeah, and when you work with other companies, you get ideas of what you want to do and what you don't want to do. Derek and I, we started this company called SOS Salon School Outsourced Solutions, and we never did anything with it. So we even tried to call it Save Our Salon, things like that. But it's SOS. We never did anything with it. We actually put it down on paper 10 years before we ever did anything. And so we know that at some point we're going to be consultants to help people open up schools and help people open up salons. And that's a passion for mine. I have a passion for the entrepreneur because I know it's a lot of people out there who feel like they can do it. And they're really intimidated or they don't have the resources. And at some point, we would like to even be a business incubator where we could fund certain things. And, all of that's in the future. But those are all of the conversations that I'm having with my daddy right now. Yes.
You know what? Because, it was on me to ask you. That's a question I want to ask you because you look like you have done so much. Mm-hmm. And you're still passionate about it. You say you get there on time. You don't play. You're serious about this business. And as you continue the journey in my head, that's what was going on in my head. I'm like, this lady, I can see you guys being consultants, eventually for those who want to start. Because we prepare the next generation because look, at some point it's time for us to go and so that is on your heart and in your mind for later in life, but it's on the table. I knew it.
I want to hear well done. good and faithful servant. I want to hear that.
Yes.
And
Oh my God.
yeah, so you're always planning. I don't know, what all we'll get to do, but that's definitely a conversation that has been brought to us, and it's something that we're definitely considering. And
Wow.
so I'm open to it. And we have the space here to be an incubator where people could come see the model in real time, and then us show them how to do it.
I love it. The Brown family is amazing. Listen, Lisa, we have talked. We've gone over our time. It was amazing. I love talking with you. And listen, I cannot wait. Are you coming in town this week?
I am. I will be there on Thursday. I'll be there Thursday.
You'll be here Thursday. So, after we get off, we'll talk about us getting together. And, I'm just excited about what God is doing in your life and all the lives you're changing, and all the incubators and the businesses that's all in you that's going to explode. Because why? Favor. You said it.
Yes.
Because of the favor of the Lord. And you such a blessing to the community and to the beauty industry. To me, listen, I'm 58. I'm like, to go and sit down, but no, you're inspiring me to do more.
It's time. Everybody wants beauty professionals to be planning our retirement. But if I was a doctor, if I was a lawyer, they can work until their 70s and 80s. They can stand, they can do everything. They act like at 50 years old, we can't keep doing what we love to do. So I'm going to continue to do what I'm gifted to do, what I'm able to do. This industry keeps me young. It keeps me vibrant. It keeps me on trend. It keeps me connected with my community. So for me, it's a yes for me. Like I'm still going. I'm still going.
Yes, Lisa. Yes. And thank you, Lisa, so much. Listen, can you tell us how to reach you if we want to reach out to purchase your book? Ladies, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you got to purchase this book. It's for a good cause. You could tell us again how to purchase, how to reach out to you, how to take your online classes, all of that.
So you can follow me on Lisa Brown Beauty Boss on Instagram.
Okay.
So we post a lot there. We have Brown Beauty Barber on Instagram and Facebook. We have Lisa Hollingsworth Brown on Facebook. We have Salon Lisa Brown on Instagram and Facebook. We have Be Good to Yourself. So you can come to any of our websites, brownbeautyschool.com and brownbeautybarberschool.com, salonlisabrown.com, and you can find out what we're doing. You can email us, you can call us. You can get the book on Amazon, and you can get it at authorhouse.com.
I love it so much in such little time. You are a blessing. You're fabulous. You're doing great things. God continue blessing, favor, and increase to you. I can't wait to meet you in person. And you guys, we're celebrating our 12th week. So I'm just letting you know, you'll see some video footage, some testimonies. Yes, Lisa, help me dance, lady. We're partying, y'all, because we celebrate. It's only 12 weeks, but we believe in God for 12 more years of this. Yes. Introducing beauty experts and inspiring you guys to succeed. See you guys